Welcome to In the Pocket with Rich Gannon. Rich, thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be with you, Erin, once again.
It is great to have you here. The Raiders, though, unfortunately fall to 2-2 with their loss to the Bills, missing a lot of guys on the offense. But on a positive note, your thoughts on the depth of this receiving corps, seeing guys like Nelson Aguilar step up, Zay Jones step up. Your thoughts on that?
You know, it's amazing. You got to give credit to Derek Carr, the way he's taking care of the football, the decision-making. You're without your top two targets in Ruggs and Edwards. And, the other guys step up. I think it speaks volumes about the depth and talent that they've been able to accumulate at key positions on the offense. We talked about the injuries along the offensive line in the Carolina game and not having Trent Brown. I think they're doing a great job. I think what's most impressive, though, is when you continue to change up things around the quarterback, whether it's the right tackle not playing, you got an injury at the wide receiver position, you've got multiple players out, and yet he continues to go out and take care of the football. He's thrown the ball 311 times without a pick.
Wow.
It's the longest current streak in the NFL, and it's not even close. So he's taking great care of the football. What's the problem right now is that they're not finishing drives. They had two 12-play drives yesterday and an 11-play drive that they had to settle for field goals. And, that's not going to get it done against a good team like the Buffalo Bills. So, they're close. But, again, every drive, every possession matters. 4 possessions in the second half that ended with a punt, a fumble. They got out on downs, and then they had another fumble. So that's what's hurting them right now is the mistakes, the penalties, and the turnovers right now. Too much to overcome offensively.
Trading touchdowns for field goals is never good when you're facing a high-octane offense like the Buffalo Bills. Speaking of high-octane offense, moving on to next week, the Raiders face another tough challenge, of course, heading to Arrowhead and taking on the Chiefs. Your thoughts on having to kind of move on quickly from this loss this weekend and, of course, focus on Kansas City?
What's the nature of our business? You got to quickly turn the page, whether it's a win or a loss. And this will be a real challenge for this football team. This is probably the fastest offense in football. They've got great team speed. They've got a quarterback that makes a lot of plays, unscripted plays. And so I think from a defensive perspective, you got to change it up. You have to continue to disguise your intentions with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You got to force him to make as many post-snap reads as opposed to pre-snap reads. You're going to have to really play well in the secondary. You're going to have to play some man-to-man coverage. You have to play some zone coverage. You have to tackle well on the back end. They break a lot of tackles. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, we talk about their team speed. You have to tackle the football this week. That's going to be really important. On the other end of it, last year, the problems down in the red zone, they had 7 red zone possessions in 2019 where they came away with no points. They've got to be able to finish drives against a team like the Chiefs. I always say when you play against Mahomes, every drive, every situation is magnified. You've got to come away with points because you have to assume that every time he touches the ball against your defense, he's going to score.
Rich, no doubt playing the Chiefs, I'm sure for you, brings up some rivalry memories. You've played for both clubs. For you, what stands out to you the most when you see both these teams play together?
I just remember when I was in Kansas City, just the ill will that the Chiefs had for the Raiders. It was a division rivalry that unlike any other, and the intensity was just incredible. When we went to the Raiders, we had a lot of success against the Chiefs. I think I was either 6-2 or 7-1 in my first 4 years with the Raiders against the Chiefs, and we really got after them. And I think John Gruden realized that in order for us to start winning division titles, that we had to take care of business against the Chiefs, and we did that. And it really started in that 99 season. We went down there and beat them to finish 8-8 and knocked them out of the playoffs. I think that was a real turning point for our football team. We began to get the upper hand, and we were winning those games that we used to lose late in games, and we were kicking the field goal to win it, and getting a turnover late in the game. So to me, that was a real turning point. And now we're right in the midst of it again, and we've got 2 really good quarterbacks, Derek Carr and of course Patrick Mahomes, who's won a Super Bowl already. So that's going to be the challenge. You're going to have to find a way to knock Patrick Mahomes, down a notch, because he's playing as well as any quarterback ever has through his first couple seasons.
No perfect guy to get a preview on this game than a guy that has played for both clubs. Rich Gannon, we are always so grateful and appreciative to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today.